أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعه وولاه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد, we continue with the series of Darul Akhirah, or the hereafter, and last time we stopped at the fifth section in chapter 4, right? Fifth section, chapter 4, which is Idhatul Mawti, the admonition of death, or death as an advisor. Always you need an advisor to give you advice. Do this, do this, do this, right? So if you come to me and say, "Yeah, Sheikh, give me advice," and I sit looking at you like this, what advice are you getting? Nothing. So death is the only advisor that does not say anything. Just when you remember it, everything comes in place. That's why there was a statement that says, ما دخل الموت في واسع إلا ضيقه ولا ضيق إلا وسعه. ما دخل الموت في واسع إلا ضيقه ولا ضيق إلا وسعه. Death will not enter any place which is vast except it would make it narrow, tight. And will not enter a place which is tight except it will make it wide and vast. What does that mean? And when you are stressed big time and there is a calamity, there is a problem, physical, social, whatever, and you remember death, you said, كلنا هنموت, right? All of us going to die. So it makes the issue bigger for you. يعني الحياة فيها كثير يعني. And I have that problem, but there is people living. كلنا هنموت يعني we will. So death, when it comes to an issue when you are tight, it will open up things for you. يعني death is bigger مصيبة. Like that يعني. At least I'm still alive. ماشي؟ يعني somebody you get sick, said, at least I'm still alive. Accident, something happened, wallahi people get squished in the things. They could not recognize them anymore. خلاص, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. So it makes your مصيبة less. طيب, if you are happy and everything is good, I am on top of the world, you remember death, what happens? It becomes very tight, worthless. تمام? So that's why death is the only thing that would do that. Death is the only thing that would do that. So always, that's why Rasul صلى الله عليه وسلم قال أكثروا من ذكر هذه اللذات. Remember it a lot, the death. Remember it. Nas, people, sometimes come and say, "Ya Sheikh, talk about hope, talk about nice things, talk about life. Why you talk about death all the time?" يا أخي الرسول قال محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أكثروا من ذكره. Rasul صلى الله عليه وسلم said, mention it a lot. And you tell me not to mention it? Man and who are you? يعني my Rasul صلى الله عليه وسلم said, remember death all the time. And you are telling me don't mention death all the time. Who should I listen to? You tell me. Who you should listen to? I know it is hard. That's why he said remember it all the time. It is something we don't like. That's why he said remember it all the time. All the points that people use not to mention death, actually they are the points why Rasulullah said mention death. You get it? Yeah, Sheikh, let's enjoy life. Our Rasul said, so we could not enjoy life like this. We want to forget death. He said, no, you have to remember it. You have to remember it. You have to remember death every day. That's why you're going to enjoy life in the proper way. Okay? If you remember death every day, then your life will have a meaning. Then you will be afraid to disobey. صح ولا right? I'm driving my car and accident can happen. Not my fault. ممكن واحد crazy. Doesn't this happen all the time? Somebody crazy. And a teen-wheeler crazy comes and I'm done. يعني fear is there, but we are not going to surrender to it. Every time you fly, any crash can happen. يعني all these plane crashes, you think they were thinking that they will have crash? يعني they thought that there is a bigger chance to have crash, yet they boarded the plane. You tell me, يعني they boarded the plane even though they said, okay, if everybody have 1% and you have 20%, okay, let's go still. No, they were like you and me. صح, right? They were like you and me when they were boarding the plane. Said, يعني what are the chances? And it happened. Okay, so fear is one thing, and acting upon it negatively is another thing. Fear is there, ما في مشكلة. But to make you stop doing something good, that's a مشكلة. You know, the people go for the jihad at the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they die as shaheed, and they are like going like this. You think they were not scared? They were scared, wallah. They were scared. الشجاعة يعني being brave is to face a situation that you are afraid of. You know what is شجاعة? يعني what is bravery? Bravery is not loss of fear. Bravery, being brave, courage يعني, is not the loss of fear. Loss of fear معناها careless. واحد ما لا مبالاة يعني. You know, those who go on the skyscrapers and they do all these things, they're careless. This is not bravery. There is part in their brain that they don't care anymore. Careless يعني. إنما الشجاع, he will avoid a situation that does not achieve anything. That's courage. Courage is to face your fear. You are afraid, but still you're gonna do. That is courage. هو ده الشجاع. الشجاع اللي هو he is entering the war knowing he's gonna die, yet he enters it. عشان كده الشهيد له أعلى الدرجة. إنما somebody entering the war and he's not scared. So what يعني? He's not scared. The brain is not functioning. Someone Kareem, because he knows money hurts, yet he is spending it and enjoying. It hurts spending, right? I want to save this money, but al-karam is a higher attribute because it is against the human nature. Always the good characteristics comes on an account. You know that, right? It comes on an account. Good characteristic comes on an account. Most of the people don't like you. Some people will like what you do, but most of them they don't. لأن طبع الإنسان حسد. يعني the nature of human being is حسد. I cannot or I do not want to do something good, and I don't want you to do it either. You see? If somebody does something that I don't want to do or I'm not able to do, it makes me feel smaller. Okay? So it brings this shaitani, feelings. Shaitan plays on those feelings. And then you act wrongly. But أي صفة حميدة تأتي على حساب. Yes, you see, you're thinking about the reward. Then you forget about the material thing. But I have $100 and I invited somebody, I spent $100. Now I am without $100 now. Oh, this $100 I could have done this. But seeking the reward of Allah for making someone happy and them happy in front of me, that's actually satisfactory. You understand the good characteristic? There is higher cause that makes you get over the nature of humanity. So that's why brave, it does not mean you are not afraid. لا, I'm afraid of darkness. Now I'm in a dark place. What should I do? Sit and cry in a corner? Face it. واقع يعني. This is reality. Okay? I am afraid to fight. But now if I don't fight, I might lose my family. I gotta fight. And I'm gonna put a good fight also. A strong one. I will not leave like this. But I'm afraid of fighting. But I gotta do it. There is difference between brave and coward. A coward, he acted on it. He walked away. Right? But the brave, he moved forward. That's why, طيب, ليه? I will prove it to you. Why Allah Azza wa Jal says, you who believe, when the enemy is in front of you, don't run away from them. If you run away from them, Allah will never forgive you. Why Allah said that if this is not a thought already? يعني لو ما كانش ده في بال الناس ليه ربنا ينهاهم عنه؟ ها؟ If zina is not something that people want to try, why Allah prohibit it? واضح الكلام ولا لا؟ يعني ربنا يحرم أشياء محببة أصلا للنفس. يعني not everything حرام means it tastes bad or we don't want to do it. And everything halal means it is sweet and we're gonna do it. Actually it's the opposite. That's the point I'm trying to prove, to remember death يعني. All of this is connected. Sometimes it seems like I'm digressing, but it is actually in the topic. يعني all of this world, anything sweet and dear to you, you know it's going to hurt you. For sure. It's going to hurt you. And most of the things that will make you a better human being is hard on you. Wallahi, hard on you. You see? Okay. You stand in the salah. Shaitan plays on you. These 5 minutes become like 5 hours. You stand outside and chat with your friend 2 hours, like 5 minutes. Yes? ليه؟ لأن هذا محبب للنفس. This is what humans like. No duty. No commitment. ما حدش مكتفني يعني. يعني nobody's telling me not to move. When some people say, you gotta stand. Don't look around you. It becomes hard. في الارمي when they say stand guard for 1 hour, it's very hard. Okay? But after he leaves the duty, he will stand 2-3 hours with his friend. No problem. Why? Because this I like to do. I'm gonna talk about you now. Women. The sister is with her husband. She has to do certain things, does not want to do it. She's without her husband or get divorced. She will do double what her husband was telling her. But it's her duty, it's her thing. Okay? She works less and she gets access to all his wealth. She divorced now, she's gonna work, she's gonna do all of these things, but she's happy. Why? Because no duty. واضح? You understand? No duty. I will suffer, I will struggle, but it is me who decide, not you telling me. What is the difference? Somebody make duty on you. هو هذا الطبع الإنسان. This is human being, by the way. I'm not criticizing women or men. Men, same thing also. I am in a job I don't like. I don't like to be ordered when to come, when to go. طيب, take the job away from me. أنا أقعد في المسجد all day long. I will give دعوة كده يعني all the time. Because I can quit whenever I want. صح? I can come whenever I want. Nobody can say we're paying you. Nobody can do this. عادي. It's me. I suffer, yes. But I am my own decision maker. That's the human nature. عشان كده ربنا, that's why Allah make the sharia. الشريعة تحكمنا جميعا. Your desire is different, my desire different than her desire, different than his. If he leaves it subhanahu wa ta'ala like that, we become like jungle. We kill each other. You know? So he said sharia is above you. خمر حرام, خلاص, حرام. It tastes good or not taste good, or I'm gonna get drunk and I'm home, locking the door, I'm not gonna go anywhere or hurt anybody. Yet you cannot drink. خلاص. أمر على الجميع at all times. No exception. Because someone will come and say, I can drink one glass and then I get drunk, so I can drink half glass, Sheikh, no problem. And if I tell him, no problem. Then another one said, I can take 2 glasses, Sheikh, until I become drunk. Can I drink 1 glass? I said, okay. Then someone comes and said, I can drink 2 bottles of wine. So can I drink 1 bottle? I said, okay. Then everyone will have his hukm now. That's why people don't understand why this rule is harsh like this. Because it's not only for you. غض البصر. Yeah, you can look at the women all day long, nothing happens. Or you can look at men all day long, nothing happens. Yet you have to make غض البصر. You cannot only look only at the time need, teaching a class or something like that. But when you are close, you put your head down. This is like nothing wrong. This is like the age of my mother, or he is the age of my father, or هو كده. It's just like that. You cannot stay alone with a man in one room. طب يعني I have no problem. I know you have no problem, but majority of the people will have a problem. So you have to obey the rule. So the rule goes for everybody. It's out of respect. That's why I tell people, if you are 3 o'clock in the morning and the subdivision is empty and the red light is on, you're going to stop or you're going to break it. This is where the rule is followed. هو هذا الوقت اللي يبين الإنسان يحترم القانون أم لا. And I'm sure all of us broke it one time يعني. يعني this is خلاص خلينا open with each other يعني. All of us had to run a red light because I decided that no problem. 3 o'clock in the morning, are you crazy, Sheikh Mamdouh? Oh, come on, man, move. And nobody there, you know, but this is me. But something bigger than that, what if my eyes play trick on me and the minute I move, I hit somebody? See now? At least if the green light happens and I move and I hit somebody, I have justification to live with for the rest of my life. I drove when it was my right. You get it? طيب. Now let me give you an example which is less than that. What if you run the red light, then you run an animal? Animal, مش human being. Animal, a small animal. How would you feel? How would you feel about it? You will not feel good, would you? No. Why? Because you ran a red light. If it was green, مش مشكلة. Because I was right. I was right, so you feel, I followed the rule. I followed the rule, but then something happened. But I broke the rule and that's why this happened. That is why our deen of Islam teaches us to follow the rules without supervision. بل الإنسان على نفسه بصيرة. You are your own supervisor. ولو ألقى معاذيره. No excuses because you're كفى بنفسك اليوم عليك حسيبا. Allah will say, you account yourself today. Read your book. Those are the rules. I told you what to do, what's going to happen. Now you go correct your own paper. You know, some teachers, they do that, right? They said, here is the rubric, you correct yourself. I'm not going to interfere. But they can randomly pick a paper and see if you're playing or not. I like this kind of exams, by the way. I don't do exams normally. If I do exams, I tell you put the questions, right? Go open book. What am I trying to do here? What am I trying to do with you as my students? I want you to be responsible about your own thing. Knowledge is you. You're adults. You're adults. What am I teaching you? The deen of Allah. You're supposed to be the one eager to learn it. Why should I test you and fail you? Put a D or an F. ليه? Why? What does it do at the end? It doesn't do anything to me. You know? So I am against this kind of traditional exam concept. When I was doing my master's in education, I was debating with everybody about this. And nobody could convince me that I'm wrong, by the way. I was saying that I wish there is an education system without this traditional testing. كم مرة امتحن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم الصحابة يعني? Every day he will quiz them. But was there like an exam يعني? Every month he come and said تعالى كده come here and review with me the hadith that you heard. عمل كده النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم? Never. He never did. Actually they started reviewing the Quran after him to collect it after he passed صلى الله عليه وسلم, right? But at his time صلى الله عليه وسلم, they will come voluntarily to review. And he will make sure it is written right on the spot, not later. ماشي؟ ما جاش مثلا قال لزيد بن ثابت before the last year تعالى زيد, come here زيد, review with me everything you written so far. Never happened. The concept of testing is in secular education. That's like the concept of what? Secular education. You know what was the traditional Islamic education before? The Sheikh sits and the student come and sit in the halqa. And every day there is question and answer and the Sheikh put like, ما فيش حاجة اسمها homework يعني, there is no homework. Sheikh said this is your assignment, you go do it. And then he comes in the next halqa, either he knows it or he doesn't know it. If he does not know it, automatically he will not sit in front of the sheikh. He knows هيتحرج يعني, he's going to be embarrassed. So it is not like an exam like in the, no, you have to be ready to get to the next level. You. It is not me forcing you. لا, في system. I put a system, and for you to fit in that system, you have to be achieving all the time. You see the difference? But for the exam, somebody can study for the exam. كلنا كنا كده. We used to memorize the books. I used to memorize the math book. I used to memorize social study, memorize like Quran, like that. I swear. And I was top of my class all the time. Okay. But what do I remember this? No. Once the exam خلص, even give the book للراجل اللي بيبيع الطعمية يحط فيه قراطيس. I used to give the book, يعني those secular books, to the guy who sell falafel. Yeah. To do the thing like this and put the falafel in it. Because he's going to give me some money or free falafel يعني. I swear to Allah, that was not only me. I'm just sharing with you how a thing can become of value and reminder for you all the time, and something not of value. الموت of value, right? The deen is value, salah is value, Allah Azza wa Jal value. They will keep you going through. Anything else is not valuable. You understand? So what is the value? I needed to pass the exam. Yani I have to finish middle school to go where? High school. I have to finish high school to go to where? College. I have to finish college so I can find work. Because society forces me to this. But how much of education I can sit and benefit people around me? Nothing. قبل زمان بقى, before, a person enters Al-Azhar has to be memorizing the whole Quran. See the value? لا ينفع تجلس أمام الشيخ إلا إذا كنت حافظ. You are not going to qualify to sit in front of the sheikh except if you are حافظ of Quran, because he's going to start tafsir and you have to have حفظ first. You see now? Instead of exam, you give what? Qualifications, prerequisites. So to attend the Dar al-Akhirah class, you have to be studying that course. To attend this course, you have to take the ijazah, you have to do such and such. No exams. But what am I teaching you? Responsibility. Either you want to be better or not. انت عايز تبقى احسن, ما ينفعش تقعد معانا. يعني you cannot sit with us unless this. That's why there are some sheikhs in our time now, their halqa is exclusive. هم عندهم right. They have halqa for everybody. Like I am having halqa with everybody. This halqa is for you. But if any sister comes, do we kick her out? يعني? But believe me, I have classes. Maybe you don't know about. I have classes. Not everybody can attend. No. There are classes for one person only. In Houston. That I sit with 1 hour every week. Just one person only. You read very advanced text and stuff like that. And I have classes with a teacher who teaches me also same thing. Sheikh Salah will come here and talk to everybody, right? But I have a one-on-one with him at certain time to talk about things. If you hear about what's going on here. فهمتم? You have to qualify. He's not going to test me at the end. But actually the fact that I attended that class means I qualify. So I finished that text, خلاص. He studied this with me. I go to the bank with it, like they say, you know. يعني you sat with that person is enough qualification already. You understand me? يعني there are sheikhs, I could not go and recite Quran on them for ijazah, except I have to prove on them that I recited on this one, and this one before them. The fact that they look at it, if you read on those three and they pass you, means you qualify to sit in front of me. You can be as good as you want, but you are not going to get my signature unless you pass this first. That's the exam. الإسلام بقى الدين عايزنا كده دائما. You want to be Muslim? Here is the base. You want to be among the mu'mineen? This is what requirement. Muttaqeen? That's requirement. Muhsineen? That's requirement. You get it, right? You understand now? So if I remember death at all times, in all what I just mentioned now in the past half hour, where does death serves? Everywhere. You see? Because that is the true exam. So if I remember it all the time, I will be ready for it all the time. I'm going to sit in front of that Sheikh. So every day I wanted to be ready. Okay? To be ready. You know what I'm saying? What if I go there and I find a chance to sit with the Sheikh? How can I introduce myself to him if I'm not ready? So I started reading his books, getting an idea. So when I sit in front of him, he knows that I'm not a joke. It's not about the test anymore. So now I know that I'll be asked in the grave. I know that over there are questions, but there is no amal. Here there is amal, but there is no question. Okay, so now I'm going to get ready to that time. And I know it's an open book. What does it mean? Allah told me exactly what the exam will be. You understand the concept here? You're going to be asked those 3 questions in the grave. And that's what's going to happen. Yawm al-Qiyamah, it is either you are this one or this one. To avoid being this one, you're going to be like this and do 1, 2, 3, 4. في امتحان أحسن من كده? يعني is there a test better than that? That I'm telling you the questions, I'm telling you how to answer, and the best way to answer, and how to avoid bad answers. Come on, يعني if you missed what are you doing? I'm sorry. So death is not liked by human beings. Actually, every time you remember it, it causes fear in your heart. And that feeling sometimes is needed, wallahi. Because guess what? No matter what, you're going to forget it. And you will remember it again. But the idea is that you don't forget it for longer periods of time. Because if you forget it for longer periods of time, then it's going to become an issue. That's why, subhanallah, من حكمة الله إنه جعل الجنازة فرض كفاية. يعني جنازة is not done secretly. Like when somebody dies, they go and bury him in the backyard. في حكمة. الدين ده له حكمة. يا أخواتي في حكمة في الدين. Everything has a wisdom. Why جنازة has to be followed وقيرات جنة وقيرات في كده? Why? Allah wants you to see it. When somebody dies, the community has to bury that person. Okay? But imagine if everybody is responsible about it. You know, every house, we all have families, right? There are problems that no way nobody else would know except you and your family. Your door is closed, خلاص. يعني everybody has to know everybody's problem. ده كانت تبقى مصيبة دي والله. This would have been a big مصيبة. يعني we sit here and everybody knows everybody's problems. We don't want to sit with each other anymore. For Allah hides that one from us for hikmah. But Allah makes the janazah open for everybody and give you reward for the other hikmah. A person dies, where is your father? He died. Last year we buried him in the backyard. Can we imagine كده يعني? This is not sane. عجيب صح? But has to be honored. Washing. ولازم الواحد صالح اللي يعمل يعني conditions, right? So will be known وميك دعاء و those who attended the janazah will be rewarded, and the one who dies in Jum'ah, this is going to happen. I know, make you like ready, and you become part of this. I want you to think different. That's the intention of my courses. My courses, if I succeed with my students to make them have a different perspective, I succeeded. Don't worry about the information. I tell you all the time this. Sometimes you say, I cannot remember all the information that Sheikh Mamdouh said. Don't worry. It will be remembered when it is needed. I guarantee you. I guarantee you that things you learned from me 10 years ago and you think you forgot, you did not forget. It is there, waiting to come out. This is what happened to me. Until this moment, I still remember things in middle school. Wallahi. It comes to my head after I thought it was erased. Never remembered it from middle school until 2018, 2019. And something happens, it triggers the memory. So don't worry about the load of information. Worry about how you think now. Now we are learning that death is something desired, is not something, death is not something desired, is not something liked, yet we have to have it part of our memory all the time. You remember this one. That is a rule. How you're going to apply that rule is up to you for the rest of your life. How it's going to make you feel? It's going to make you feel bad, trust me. It's never going to make you feel good. But you know what's going to make you feel good? When it is about Jannah and about this and about that, and you start remembering yourself that you died, and mashallah, the angels who are around it. Sometimes it's a good experience too. Sometimes it's a good experience too. So, Maut is the only silent preacher. Only silent preacher. And it has to be remembered. So if somebody said, don't speak about death, فَلَا اللَّهُ لَفَالَكَ يا عم, قول لنا كلمة حلوة كده. Huh? The people will say, يا Sheikh, يعني don't do this. Talk to us about life, about hope, about things. What is the end of life? Death. يعني, is remembering death has anything to do with not enjoying life? Enjoy life knowing that you will die at the end. Is important. So at least I know my enjoyment is temporary. Yeah? How many of you enjoyed the vacation 100%? I challenge you. You will be lying if you said you enjoyed it 100%. At least there is the thought that I'm going to go back again to washing the dishes. To this. Look at how sweet is my husband right now. When we're going to go in the plane, he's going to shout at me about all the gifts that I bought. And when we go there, we're going to go to reality again. نكد وانتم بتستمتعوا يعني while you are enjoying, you're going to get ready for misery. That itself takes away from your enjoyment. Yes. Yeah, you're going there, and once you're excited and everything, and you are very tired. We go to vacation to get tired, ya ikhwani, wallahi. And I tell people, we go to vacation to rest, and you come tired. You need another week to rest at home. What kind of vacation is this? Muslims don't think vacation means خلاص, no physical exertion. There is no such a thing. You're going to stand up for prayer 5 times a day, right? You're going to walk, you're going to do this. Enjoy working. We don't enjoy working, that's why we become lazy. Listen to me and think about this. This is gold. I was told this recently. Enjoy physical exhaustion. Because when you don't embrace it and you don't see the value of your work, you want to be lazy. Okay? Because you think that working at home and cleaning and this is tiring. You know the idea? This is something exhausting me. I am tired. I've been washing all day and cleaning all day and doing all this, and look how you make it dirty and and I have to do it again. What are you doing to your brain now? You're looking for a time to stop. Yeah? You're looking for a time that I want to stay out. That's why the word me time started. I'm a very realistic person, and sometimes I kind of make the whole structure of people collapse in front of them, and they don't like me for this. They hate my guts, especially women. Right? Because I'm a very realistic person. My daughters tell me, what is the point, Baba, to wash the dishes if you're going to make them dirty again?
My boys, why you clean?
Because they don't get the idea. The idea is not, I am cleaning something dirty knowing that it's going to get dirty again. This in itself is wrong way of thinking. Wallahi, wrong way of thinking. I am doing this to prove I am a human being of a value. People are depending on me. If I don't do this, the family is not going to function properly. That's why I'm cleaning. You see the value now? Sister Ravida does not like this.
Past conversations.
Yeah. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, I enjoy working. Because, if I do not, I'm not going to only confine it to I work, hence I get paid, and I pay for my children. If I don't work, I'm not going to get paid, and my children, of course, I'm going to hate work. After a while, Anybody asking me for an extra hour or somebody asking me a question, خلاص, I'm off hours. سيبوني بقى أروح. I want to go. Why? Because I confine myself to this idea of job. لا. My job as a sheikh, it makes me feel I'm a human being of a value. I am helping people. I'm helping people. That's why I enjoy what I'm doing. Even it makes me tired. Even it takes away, even I go home late, I'm happy. I'm having gratification. That this is my job. Allah chose this for me for a reason. Alhamdulillah, right? If I am there and people come running to me, Ya salam, this is the best thing in the world. That Allah sending people your way. Yeah, you're going to hear their problem and everything, but Allah chose me to solve people's problem. This is the shughla of Anbiya. This is the job of prophets. Now you see the mind frame. I am still doing the same thing with the older mentality until I was like 35 years old. Older mentality. That this is the job. You know, I need to make more money. I need to do the hours. I'm going to stop, turn my phone off. Community do not have access. If I'm off hours, I was like that. But then suddenly it clicks like a light bulb in your head. What is this? You could have sold some, vegetable or something in the street and make money also. You can sell cars and make money also. Yeah? But why this job then? That means the job, the money is not the issue. I can make money some other way. Huh? And I want you to think the same way. Yeah, I am a wife, or I am a husband, or I am a father, or I am working this. I can be something else. I can be something else, right? I can be something else. But what is the value? If I take off, people tell me, Sheikh, you need to detox. You need to go take a vacation for 1 month. أعمل إيه in 1 month يعني? What should I do in 1 month? Educate me. Just do nothing. I said, huh? 1 month كده in my record يوم القيامة clean white page. صحيح. People talk openly, but for me it's kind of like different. I really want to rest, but rest from what You tell me, rest from what? You know that if I go to Hajj and Umrah, my line is open, wallah, I don't close it. I don't turn it off. Wallahi al-azim, people call me for fatwa and it cost me money and they don't know that I'm overseas. And I answer the fatwa. Someone crying for half hour. But I see that this is a chance for me. And why do I want my page for Wednesday, January the 23rd to be open white? Mamdouh was sitting on the beach, closing his eyes. While the community is going up and down. I can't take this. I'm sorry, if people can take it, I can't. Why? Because I decided that my job is my life. I am doing something. People, subhanallah, went for fi sabilillah all their life and they never came back to their home. Why did they do that? Imam al-Bukhari 40 years, 40 sana, 40 years. He left his home until he came back to give knowledge and all of that. That's why you read his book, Bukhari. But what did he do for that? Where was his family in this? Do you know his children? أبناء البخاري. Where are those? One time we were in Hajj and I met one of his grandchildren, great grandchildren. Yeah, by chance كده going to the people who from that area, Bukhara, and there was a scholar or someone, and someone knew that there is a muhaddith there, so he brought this young man. And he told them, this is the great grandchildren of from the great grandchildren from Imam al-Bukhari. Tayyib. I can tell you right now, this man here in a room, he was the least knowledgeable about Sahih al-Bukhari. Funny, huh? Very ironical, right? Very ironical. ما هو حفيد الإمام البخاري بس مش عارف الأحاديث بتاعت جده He does not know. The people who are sitting in the room, some of them been teaching Bukhari for 30 years. They memorize it kida, upside down, backward, forward. They know everything in it. And they were very happy to see this physical human being who is from the smell of Imam al-Bukhari. But who's carrying the knowledge of al-Bukhari? Not necessarily his children. يقولون هذا العلم لا يصاد بالسهام ولا يرى في المنام ولا يورثه الآباء والأعمام. This knowledge is not like a game to hunt with the arrows. لا يصاد بالسهام ولا يرى في المنام. You are not going to see a dream and you become happy in the morning. Oh, I became knowledgeable. You sleep. Oh, Ibn Kathir now in my head. You sleep. Oh, Bukhari Muslim now in my head. يا ريت. I wish it is that easy. And it is not inherited from fathers or uncles. You have to earn it. So the whole idea is, what is your value? Ask yourself. Next time you stand at your home and vacuum. Right? Ask yourself. This is not a chore. They call it chore, you know, chores. This is not like something that will exhaust you or you don't want to do. And no, you want to do it because it makes you feel valuable. You know, this cleaning, I did it to make everybody happy. They will make it dirty and I will clean it again to make them happy again. Different perspective, right? That's called reframing. You reframe your mind. And that's why I clean the dishes knowing that they're going to get dirty. Yani when I sometimes washing the dishes, you know, sometimes it happens to you. And when you're washing the dishes and the mugs and everything, and you put it, and someone from the family comes and take it, and they actually make it dirty while you are standing there. Happens to you or not? Yeah? You know what I do? I said, oh, no, don't take this. Take this is better. I just cleaned it. Go ahead. And you stand there. They drink the coffee, you take it and clean it again. And maybe once you clean it again, another one comes and you take, because this is their favorite mug. You know, I can say, no, leave me alone. And why you clean? And sometimes there was a YouTube movie somebody sent one time that the woman, mashallah, cleaned the house, make it so good. Her husband was at the work, her children were in school. So she came with carpet to clean, do everything. And now she's sitting very happy. Huh? So her husband picked up the kids from school. And the kids coming from school, the one shoes is dirty, they're throwing the bag. And she got crazy, flipped on them. I just cleaned. Her husband told her, يعني, what? We should not touch the floor, يعني, or what? What should we? يعني, you vacuumed the floor and you cleaned the woodwork, right? The wood, what they call it, the tiles or whatever. يعني, where should we walk? We stand كده on the door, the front door, and what you gonna do? Then what you gonna do? The socks stinks too. يعني لا, what? You cleaned the couch like this and fluffed the pillows and everything. I came from work tired and I did like this. I just messed up what you did all day. If you think that you did this effort not to be used, you're going to be bothered all the time. But if you did this effort for you to say that I am making somebody happy for a second, it's worth it. عرفتم الفرق يعني? It is worth it. Why you stand there? You do it, by the way, but sometimes we don't pay attention. Why, when you invite someone, one person, two people, and you stand cooking for 5 hours? Am I right or wrong? طيب. Are they going to eat in 5 hours يعني? They're going to eat in 5 minutes. But you're happy. Especially, صحيح, أحسنتي. But let me tell you, you know what is the rewarding moment for you? If I come and said, MashaAllah, delicious food. Am I right? You forgot the 2 days. Yes or no? I swear by Allah, you want to do it again. You want to invite someone again because the feeling that you got is way more than the effort you put. Yes or no? And that's what I want to do for all your life. Can we do that inshallah? All your life. لما تلاقي ابنك بيضحك مبسوط because he's happy, because you cleaned and you did everything, that's enough. Let him make it dirty and I'll clean again to make him smile again. Right? The house smelled good and everything, and when your husband came and said, MashaAllah, this smelled good, the cooking is great, and then he finished everything and you end up with washing the dishes. You know, you should be very happy that you made someone happy and you want to do it again. And that is the meaning of our life. We keep doing things and messed up and fix it and get messed up and fix it and get messed up. ما في مشكلة. مش بنعمل كده مع عيالنا ولا لا؟ We do this with our children or no? يعني your baby, you keep changing them and you are very happy that you're changing them. Yes or no? Yeah. And they take the clothes, put the clothes on, and then they crawl, and then you take the pants and you put new pants. You give them shower. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you shower because you're gonna get dirty in 1 hour. Will you do that? Yeah, since you're gonna get dirty, no shower for you today. والله عجيبة هذه يعني. No, you're gonna give them shower and bath and bubble and play, and you go get the bubble bath. Why? Because you want to enjoy the experience. So we do it, but we don't do it all over across the board. فهمتم قصدي ايه؟ يعني we as humans do things because we enjoy them. Why the best chefs in the world are men? Because they don't feel it is a job. But women, we cook, they go good. But a man comes and he looks at it not as a job. He wants to prove himself, right? It's a job that I want to achieve and I want to make it the best. Because people are gonna eat at the end and I want them to enjoy it. That's why they become why the fashion design for women are men. Yeah? Because what you focused on, that I want to change the things. So a man stands on the other side. How can I benefit from this? How can I benefit from that woman? Make her buy all the time. You see how used? And the woman does not want to be under the man's authority, right? But actually you are. Every time you're running away from man's authority, he finds a way to bring you down without you knowing it. Yeah. I'm just telling you, you want to be beautiful? All right, I'm going to make some products for you. And you know what? You have to be up to the fashion. This bag is no good after a couple of months. And you're going to buy into it. And who's making? A man designing it. ليه؟ لأنه عرف. He knows. Right? So those who dress the women are men. Those who write the books for you, men. And we run away from the men. لا, I want you to own your life as a woman. Own it. You know when you own it, nobody can control you except your creator. Yes, the husband will find your value. Right? Because he will realize that without you, he cannot be a better man. And you, without him, you cannot be a better woman. That's how Allah created Adam and Hawa. Allah did not create us in the process that we start popping up from earth. Allah could have, right? Like trees. Like, human beings start coming out like this and make families and... La, Allah created the man and the woman. They have to be intimate with each other for a reason, for a hikmah. To feel the value. The child is not born and you wake up in the morning, you find him a teenager, yani. But there are plants like this. Plants that 2-3 days. The fly is like 1 day old, But you see flies every day. But believe me, most likely you are not going to see a fly twice. This is a short lifespan. See the ni'mah of Allah. Imagine kida, Allah Azza wa Jal, a child comes, a child goes, a child comes, a child goes. No. You have to feel the value of your life. And the longest childhood among all creation is a human being. There are babies, mammals, born and they stand on their feet. If they don't stand on their feet, they die. You know what I'm talking about, right? Every animal has to stand the minute they were born. And the mom sit licking and all that until they stand on their feet. If they don't stand on their feet, she will leave. But human beings, year. And then stay another year. And 6 years until they started talking and doing things and thinking. Why? We feel value. They feel value as a mother. So I want you to feel value as a wife. You feel value as a neighbor. You feel value as a teacher. You feel value when you're cleaning your home. You feel value when you're changing the bed. You feel value when you're doing everything you're going to enjoy. This is you. If somebody actually take this away from you, you're nobody. Who are you? Who am I? If I get a maid to cook and I get someone to clean, so what is my value now? صحيح يعني, what is my value now? And that's what I teach my daughter. I said, okay, you don't want to wash the dishes, I'll wash them. I'll get it done. So imagine now, if Baba does everything for you, how would you feel? See, they want to say, oh, I feel so good. I said, sure? They think about it a little bit. I said, I feel useless. I said, I'll never talk to you about anything wrong. You leave your room, you'll come back and find it clean. Trust me. Just give me the commitment now. Say, Baba, I want you to clean for me. But I want you to say it. I want you to say it in front of everybody. Baba, I don't want to clean my room. I want you to do it for me. And I want to cook, you cook for me. You serve me, Baba. Trust me, I'll never say no. But there is no coming back from this. How would you feel about yourself? They think about it, said awful. Because what is your job in life? فهمتم قصدي يا اخوانا؟ قصدي what I mean is sometimes you take things as extra on you while they are actually defining you. This is what is your value. Like yes, with Allah Azza Jal, number one, with your own family. With your own family. I cannot, nobody can convince me that I am the product of what my mom did all her life. Nobody can change that. Everything in my life, she has her print on it. Because she was doing it and enjoying it. She never complained. You see now, I'm telling you, like when she's over 70 and I am over 40, and I'm sitting right now and I'm remembering her when she was young and I was a baby. She's running, she's cleaning, she's picking up the socks, she's picking up the things. Happy. Now I see the result. You don't know what to do to help her. شوفي عن value. She has value. Can I take this away from her now? I said, Mom, you were sitting there and servants were doing everything. You see the different picture now? Can you imagine this? When you are like retired, old and all this, and your children go and come and say, Mom, you lived the old luxury life. You were always complaining from doing things, and we were doing it, and Baba got us maid, got us everything. What are you complaining? Why are you sad? Would that make you happy then? Value. Right? That's someone, okay, well, husband get rich, he got me maids, he got me servants, cooks and everything. All right, when you are 70 and 80, how are your children going to look at you? Tell me. They were having a campaign in the Gulf countries about, depending on the maid, and the mom does not give time to her children. And one of the advertisements in the campaign that they showing like a 1 minute clip that everything is the maid doing. The maid is doing, like cooking, she is feeding the baby, right? Changing, she's changing the baby. Dress, and when the baby comes sad, she's the one who wiping the tears. And the mom is what? Wearing the abaya of gold in the mall with her friends, who everything, right? Because she's aristocrat, rich. And the baby grown, right? And when the baby graduated from high school or something like that, it is coming with a diploma. The driver drops, and the mom is coming out, right? Because she called, oh, you graduated? Yes, I'm graduated, I'm coming home. Then the driver drop him in front of the house, and he comes running toward the maid. Hug the maid first. That's your value for the past 15, 20 years. Okay? You can complain what you like, but a time will come that you will wish that you did 10 times. All right? So something you hate can be actually what is making you a better person. You hate to remember death, actually it will fix your life. We talk about death to fix our life. We are not talking about death to be despaired. Oh, we're going to die, why are you remembering all of this? Let's enjoy life. Did I tell you not to enjoy life? I am actually reminding you with death to enjoy your life properly. Make sense now? هو الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم إيه؟ what's أحسن عملا؟ work, live. Allah reminding you with death, and He created death so your life can be meaningful. It is not to take away from you the enjoyment. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam was not enjoying when he has new clothes. You think? He was not happy with that? He was happy actually. He was making the dua. Was not happy sallallahu alayhi wasallam when he had a good meal and he enjoyed it? You think? Wallah, he enjoys the meal. You know Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam used to love the zucchini? Zucchini. الدباء اسمه الدباء zucchini. تعرف when you cook the zucchini, it's fleshy, it's very sweet, soft, right? So when they make it in the curry or the sauce, these Arabs, they don't eat except dry stuff. Yani Arabs generally, they don't like to eat the curry and the sauces, except in occasions. بيسموه مرق يعني soup, like soup. Every now and then they will cook the meat in the soup. They eat the meat and drink the soup. That's the maximum, يعني, right? And on the other side, the liquidy, they'll bring the flour and with some milk and some honey, some raisin if they're rich and all that, mix it and drink. عصيدة يعني. So this is the thing that they do. Otherwise, they bake the bread if they are يعني a little bit up, or eat meat. يعني barbecue the meat and eat. When somebody make طبيخ يعني saucy, it's something like يعني like في something. Whenever they cook to Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم الدباء, الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم أنس بن مالك narrated the hadith how Rasulullah eats it. You know, he said كان يتتبع الدباء, يعني like there is a plate, طبعا it is saucy, right? And it has the different pieces. They said Rasul صلى الله عليه وسلم used to pick the pieces. See, where are the pieces, and he picks them and eats them because he enjoys he likes that one. He loves the dubba, so he used to go and where is and he looks for it to enjoy sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. What I'm trying to say, he enjoyed a good meal, he enjoyed a good dress, he enjoyed something happy, he said alhamdulillah alladhi min ni'matihi tatimmu as-salihat. But he remembered death. So death makes him enjoy things properly. I enjoy it for the sake of Allah. Alhamdulillah. Ya Allah, give me this water. Alhamdulillah. Ya Allah, you made me able to go to the bathroom. Alhamdulillah. See, this ni'mah. So you enjoy everything properly because you know that death is going to take all this away from you or take you away from it. So you enjoy properly, make sure it is halal and all of that. So remembering death is not something bad in itself, even it is disliked. Yani there is something disliked, but it's not bad. They tell you any food that you like is going to kill you. Doctors say that, right? If you like some food, it will kill you. I like الكنافة النابلسية. عارفينها دي؟ I became diabetic. Doctor قال لي you eat one more time, you die. And I ate one more time. But I didn't die. You know, just sometimes it's irresistible. For me, wallah, it's irresistible. يعني, so don't bring me كنافة نابلسية. Because you know I had diabetes. One time I had diabetes before I lose weight and all that. I had the diabetes. And I went to a wedding and he said, Sheikh, where are your car keys? I gave him car keys. Then I go the thing and I find 2 trays of kunafa nabulsiyya in my car. Wallahi al-azim, I started like saying, okay, if I go home, my wife and my kids are going to take him away from me. If I eat them here, maybe I will not be able to drive back home. And what should I do now? So I made a plan. I go home, I get inside the house with 1 tray only. And tell them that I got 1 tray. So everybody like, okay, and they give me a small piece like this. Small one. Okay, I eat small one and they enjoy the rest and they hide it. I wait until everybody sleep and I go get the one in the car. I eat all of it and I almost died. I'm just telling you, what you love most will kill you fast. Okay, you like some dish, imagine if you eat over because you like it, you're going to consume more. What's going to do to you? Now if they tell you make a diet, what do? First thing, eat less. You don't like that, but does it help you or not? You go to the hospital, everybody says, man, this food is like hospital food. Like hospital food. The hospital food, there are people who studied who make it like exactly the same portions for the sick people not to get sicker. The aeroplane food, you know, the aeroplane food is very healthy food, you know that. Like, I'm not talking about the quality, the way it is proportion يعني. And I'm not talking about the quality. This is not my concern now. What I'm talking is the way it is done. It is actually the way we should eat. In the airplane, those portions are the ones that you're supposed to eat. Imagine كده في airplane, the seats are much bigger. كله first class يعني, huh? And then there is someone with the big chawal, the rice, nasi, huh? Coming كده with the thing in the that thing, the aisle, and then they have that big spoon, huh? And they give you 1 scoop of nasi and 1 scoop of curry, and خلاص, the bathrooms in the airplane مش هينفع. It's not gonna work. You see? So sometimes you are in the airplane and you are unhappy, right? So that's why the hikmah is not to make the whole airplane first class. There is hikmah for it. If the whole airplane is first class, this plane is not going to take off. If this whole airplane is business class, it's not going to, مشكلة. It's going to become a problem يعني. So there has to be رفعنا بعضكم فوق بعض درجات ليتخذ بعضكم بعضا سخرية. So some of you become above each other. So the economy said, I wish I can go to business class. And the one in business class said, long time ago I used to be economy class, but happy times. Everyone is like remembering something. But, now with the way I look at it, I have all my kids كده when we go Umrah, we take the whole line, mashallah, right? And they said, Baba, first class and all that. I said, the way I look at it, I see they are there, they close the door, nobody sees them. They are isolated. They pay lots of money so they cannot be among people. We don't have one cabin to have all of us together like this. You jump here and your brother jump here and you are fighting with each other. Wallahi, I'll pay money for this. He said, Baba, you make everything awful like this. Because you have to look from the other side. What is the end of it? And I paid $20,000 for a class, for a first class ticket. For what? Sometimes you get it even free. But what did I get? One time I was telling my dad I want to be the captain of the airplane. You know what did my dad say? He said, like, you want to be a taxi driver? I told him, no. He said, what's the difference between the captain of the airplane and the taxi driver? I looked at him and said, huh? He said, the captain is stuck over there, so he can get us to enjoy our travel and vacation and all that. And he goes and comes and goes and comes and goes and comes. What is the life? He brings people, each one does lots of other things. But he is stuck in that seat going back and forth and back and forth. And every day he's doing this job. It's like a taxi driver, man. Sometimes kids when we were young, I want to be a hostess in the aeroplane. I want to be a host in the aeroplane. So teacher will ask, do you want to work in a coffee shop? Tending tables. He said, no. I said, so what is the difference? This one in the land, this one in the air. Really? صحيح. Okay, you have a big, huge house. Well, enjoy it. You're going to take it with you, inshallah? You're going to go in the grave. Come and look. I'll show you your longer house. Long time. This house you're staying, what, 20 years? 40? 50 years. But that house you're going to stay in the next 5,000, I think. Look at it. Alone. You want to be alone in the first class? Don't worry, don't be rushing. You're going to be alone for a long time. Enjoy being with people now, because one day you're going to leave everybody and you're going to be alone. فهمتم قصدي ايه يا اخوانا؟ When we said, Sheikh, go stay alone. Why? I don't want to stay alone, wallahi. I want to be with people as much as I can, because I know there will be very long time I'm alone until I'm united with Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam والصحابة وكده في جنة إن شاء الله رب العالمين. That is what I care about. So I enjoy being with good people here to enjoy being with good people there and be ready with the time that I'm alone. And the gate is death. The picture makes sense now? I'm going to be with good people around like this. This is what is the value of our life. Not to be alone. I'm alone because I need to sleep. Because if I don't sleep, I'm tired. I cannot come fresh to the class. That's why I'm sleeping for a reason. But I don't want to sit home just sitting like this because I'm tired of people. Now I switched my brain. No. Yes, people cause me a hard time, but Rasul ﷺ told me the hadith. الذي يخالط الناس ويصبر على أذاهم خير من الذي لا يخالط الناس ولا يصبر على أذاهم. The person who is mixing with people and is patient for their harm, means they're going to harm him, is better than the person who isolates himself and become alone and save himself from the harm of the people. So what do you think now? Yani it's part of your value that people will come back at you. So if you live like a happy life alone, this is not happy life actually. This is sick. People commit suicide because of that. They feel alone. You know why people commit suicide? They feel worthless, right? That means alone. Means their value is not there. They don't see the value. But if you are attached to people, you are afraid. If I commit suicide, all these people will be affected. You know, someone was telling one time for people who commit suicide, he said, you know suicide bombers? He say, yes, I know suicide bombers. Bad, right? He said, yeah, what if one bring the bomb and he is not happy with his life, right? But he is surrounded by people. Now he takes his life. What's going to happen to the people? The closer they are to them, the more harm they will get. Yes? And the person who is in the center of the explosion, he bombed himself. He killed himself. Not the suicide bomber, though he commit his own suicide, right? Imagine he commit own suicide by exploding himself. All right? Imagine, yani. But that person is not alone. There are people in the next room in the house. They're going to get hurt. And the people who are further, they're going to get hurt less. And the people who are in the neighbors going to get hurt less. Until people who don't even know that he existed. Right? So when somebody takes their own life, it is like a bomb for all the people around. So it's not only hurting you. You are actually changing the lives of everybody around you. If a person knows that, will not commit suicide. You understand? But you know why they commit suicide? Because they never found their value with people. So always make sure you give value to those around you, make them feel that you need them, and always find enjoyment in helping people. So they need you. You are not working on that to make them needy for you. No. It's very valuable that you are serving others and helping others. Because actually, see how many people you're preventing from feeling worthless. No, you are worthy, I clean for you. You are worthy, I cook for you. You are worthy, I'm making you happy. You are worthy, I'm fixing your bed. You are worthy, I am taking care of you. Worthy. When that feel of worth, see how many lives you are changing? That is your value. And I want to finish on that note, inshallah. So when we remember death, we are not remembering something that we like, but it is going to make us enjoy what we like. It's going to make us enjoy life. So don't focus on the mentioning of death as a bad reminder, but take it as what it causes you to do. We don't like something, but that something will make us have lots of benefits. Okay, right? وصلى اللهم وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خير. I'm sorry.